Hi, everybody. It is time for our week ahead spread let me take my earplug out. Excuse me. Allergies, don't forget. For Monday, April 27th through Sunday, May 3rd. Can you believe it's already Friday is going to be May. It's like, what happened? So we have our week ahead spread, which of course gives us our 3 basic questions that we seek to answer. What do we need to think about this week? What do we need to do this week? And what is the challenge that we face this week? Now, as you can see from the cards, we got the moon, the moon, and I can't see what the card is. Oh boy. The 6 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. There we go. Okay, so very interesting cards to draw for this. So I guess let's get started. Okay, sorry. I had to pause it because I had another coughing fit. My allergies are giving me fits. So let's start at the beginning, shall we? Start out, what do we need to think about this week? For that, we got the moon. So this week, we need to think about what is hidden from us. It could be a family member, a friend, a coworker, or a government leader. We're being challenged, well, not challenged yet, but we're being told to think about, to look past the shadows and see what needs to be brought into the light. That's going to be very important for this week. And after the weekend we just had, do we not see why? All right, so the next one, what do we need to do this week? For that, we drew the 6 of Swords. Now, the six of Swords, I'll get it out in a minute. The 6 of Swords basically is telling us that this may be the time to move on and escape from difficulties, maybe just what needs to be done for you. Sometimes our best decision is to move on and make a fresh start. You've got someone here that's in their boat. They've got their swords. They've got their water pole to steer and point the boat the right direction. And they're moving on. And so a lot of times when we have a lot of things that are kind of hitting us all at once, a lot of times we stop and think about, well, should I move on, or should I just escape from it? A lot of people look at this card and think you're escaping. That may not necessarily be true. Now, it may be true for some people, but I don't feel that that's what Spirit's trying to say with this. I think what we're being told to do this week is we need to look at the difficulties that are surrounding us, whether if it's in our personal lives, our family lives, our work lives, our government, just in general. And a lot of times people feel like an escape is exactly what needs to happen. But like I said, I don't see it as an escape. I see it as coming to the realization that what is going on around you is simply telling you that it's time to move on. That may be moving to another city, another state, another country. It could be leaving the job that you're currently in and moving on to another job. It could be just buying a new house or renting a new house, just go somewhere fresh, especially if there are a lot of difficulties, a lot of hard feelings, sad feelings that are where you are currently. And sometimes the only way we can move past those emotions is to go somewhere else. Um, I can equate that to when my late husband passed away. And for the first year after he died, I tried very hard to just carry on, uh, just stay where I was in my life and my friendships, etc., and just carry on. And before even a whole year had come around, I realized that I couldn't stay where I was. I had to move on. I had to answer the question for myself, what do I want? Because all of my life, I went from being someone's daughter to someone's wife to someone's mother. And my life was always wrapped around those three positions as far as what my next step was. Another coffee fit. And so that was a really difficult thing for me to think about, was that I needed to move on. I came to the realization that I needed to go somewhere where nobody knew me, nobody knew my husband, nobody knew who we were as a we, and I needed to figure out what does me want. Now, I've had a lot of people say, oh, that's the most courageous thing I've ever heard. You know, he moved all the way across the country and didn't know anybody. I can look back now and say, yes, it was courageous of me to do that. But in the moment, it wasn't courage. It was desperation that made that choice for me. And so I had to think about what is best for me in this moment of time. Because in that moment, I could not deal with all of the people around me who were also mourning, but who were working very hard at keeping me inside the box that they knew me from. They knew me as a certain kind of person. They had me in their box. This is where you go, and eventually someone will come along and they'll get in the box with you and you'll be fine. No, that does not work. That's not how it works. Not at all. And it took a while for me to realize that, yeah, this is not working for me. I need to escape. I need to go somewhere where I can figure out who me is. And so I moved to Arizona. Didn't know anybody, didn't have a job. I had an acquaintance who lived there who said, oh, you can stay in my spare room until you get on your feet. And that's what I did. Had I have known how crazy she was, I probably never would have done it. In the moment when I did it, my family was very concerned that I was just packing up and going. Later, years later, my mother told me that she had never been more proud of me than in that moment when I decided I have to move on. I have to go to this new place where nobody knows me so I can figure out who me is. And, she told me several years later, we had talked about it one night, and she was like, that was like the proudest moment she ever had for me. And she revealed to me that she knew and understood how brave it was for me to do such a thing, and that she was glad that I was able to do it and then carve out a life for myself. And it wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy at some points. At some points it was really, really hard. Uh, but eventually I carved out that life, and I stayed until her health deteriorated to the point that I had to come home in order to help take care of her. And I left my very well-paying job, and I packed up everything I had, and I moved back across the country to Louisiana. And it was in that moment, again, I wasn't escaping. I was moving on because things in my life were changing. And I had new and different responsibilities that I had to come back home and step into that role of becoming the caretaker. Not everybody has to go to such drastic extremes. Some people never have to make that kind of decision. They just kind of like float through life, and everything just seems to fall right in line for them. For many, many years, I used to be very jealous of people that seemed to be their life, you know. It wasn't until I got to know someone that I thought fit that box that we had a discussion one day, and she talked about how miserable she was because she was trapped in this box and she didn't know how to get out of it, and she wasn't happy in it. And I think that's when it kind of hit me that through it all, I had been very lucky. I had had over 20 years with a man that was my soulmate. I loved him with everything I had. He loved me with everything he had. I missed him beyond anything. But that part of my life was over. And so it was time for me to move on. And it took a while to figure out, how do I do this? And it was not always comfortable. It was not always easy. It was rarely ever easy. But I did it, and I became a better person for it, a stronger person for it. And then when my mom passed, again, I had to step out of the box I had been in and step out into a new avenue. That's when I found this wonderful community and opened up the doors to my abilities that I had kept hidden for the majority of my life, and realized this is what I was supposed to do. But I never would have got here had I not gone through all of the other things in my life to bring me to this point. Now, our next question is, what do we need to do this week? And, that was that. We were already on question 2. Okay, so now we're on the third one. What is the challenge that we face this week? For that, we got the 3 of Cups. Now, the 3 of Cups, our challenge, I think, with this is to remember what makes us happy. Just like what I was just talking about. What made me happy? Being with my husband made me happy, but I had that choice taken away. And so I had to figure out how I could make myself happy, missing one half of myself. And it took a very long time to realize that even though he wasn't physically in this space with me, he was always with me. Now I know it for sure since I've opened back up. He reminds me a lot. I think one of the first messages he sent me was, I was so wrong, because he didn't believe in anything like this. And he used to tease me about it. A few times I would talk about it. He'd be like, oh, that's just make believe. That's not real. And after a couple of times, I just quit arguing with him about it. I just didn't discuss it anymore because I didn't see me ever changing his mind. After he was on the other side, and I opened everything back up, and he came to see me, and one of his first messages to me was, I was wrong. You were right. And boy, am I glad that that's the truth. And so now I know he's with me. Not all the time. I mean, he comes and goes. But I know that when I need to feel his strength, his love, all I have to do is reach out and he's right there. Same with my mom. After my mom passed, that was difficult because I was very close to my mother, and I didn't know how I was going to function without her in it. And it took a while. It took several years for me to finally realize that it was time to move on from that portion of my life. And again, it made me a stronger person. So when I say our challenge is to remember what makes us happy, what I'm talking about is what makes us feel worthy. What makes us want to celebrate with friends and family. That's what the Three of Cups symbolizes, is celebration and joy and friendship and family and just all the things that make you want to dance with joy. Sometimes in order to get to the Three of Cups, we have to go through the pain of everything else in our lives to carry us through, and then we're there and we can be happy again. So with everything that's happening in the world today, all of the craziness, all of the madness, so many of us are just, we're beyond, what do we do? And at that point, we have to look around us, our homes, our cities, our states, our country, the global society. We have to look around at us, and we have to determine for ourselves what makes me happy. How can I be happy when all of this madness is just going nuts? And that's a really, really difficult transition. And I think that's what Spirit is trying to tell us, that the challenge is the Three of Cups. And that's to remember what makes us happy without trying to put ourselves back in a box that no longer fits. It's in the past. What's past is past. It's done, it's gone, it's over with. You can't change it. You have to learn to live in the moment and to plan for the future. And so the actions you take in the present are going to affect what is going to happen in the future. And in order to do that, in order to achieve this level of joy and happiness, we have to face our present and know this is where I'm at. This is what is happening in my life. Am I happy? Fantastic. Celebrate. Am I not happy? Then that's when it becomes a real challenge for you to figure out what it is that makes you happy. Are you going to be happy when you are you only going to be happy when you find another person to walk beside you, marriage, or just hanging out together, whatever? Or are you going to learn to just be happy with yourself? And I think in a lot of respects, we have to learn to be happy with ourselves before we can be happy with anyone else. And so I think that's the challenge that Spirit is giving us, is that in order to achieve this level of joy and celebration, we have to remember what makes us happy. And then when we figure out what makes us happy, then we take those steps to bring us to that point. And And it's not an easy thing to do. Not at all. And we each walk our own road, our own path. What worked for me will probably not work for you because you're not me and you're not walking in my shoes. But as you go through things, there may be stuff that I went through that I can empathize with what you're going through. And I can maybe give advice and say, well, I did this. Maybe it's something to think about. Your own version of whatever that may be. Because no one's going to do exactly what I did it exactly the way I did it, because that's not what's going to make them happy. So our challenge is to remember what makes us happy and then figure out, how do I get to that point without stuffing myself back into a box that doesn't fit anymore. And I think that once we get to that point, then that's when we truly open up and we're able to move on, and we're able to look at the things that are in the shadow and figure out what needs to come out into the light. And so I think that's the message that Spirit is trying to give us. Look at what's in the shadow. How do I bring it into the light? What are my steps that I need to do to bring that into the light? Do I need to escape? Do I need to just move on? Do I need to reconfigure the box that I'm in? And then once I make those steps, how do I achieve that level of happiness and joy that I felt at one time or another? And that's basically each and every person is going to go through that. At different stages in our life, we're gonna meet up with that in different ways. So just know that whatever choice you make, whatever path you choose, Spirit is always right there with you, walking alongside you, doing whatever needs to be done to move you down the path that's your path. Not my path, not somebody else's path, your path. And that's what we each have to figure out for ourselves. What is my path that's going to make me happy? And sometimes there's a lot of stops and starts, a lot of heartache in between, a lot of false starts that don't work out, a lot of bad choices that can bring more pain. But eventually, as we move along, we get to that point where we can look back and go, yeah, I'm happy where I'm at now. And so that's our challenge, is to bring ourselves to that point where we can look and say, yeah, I'm happy now. So y'all have a great week. I hope this made sense to everybody. And we'll talk again tomorrow or the next day or the next. I have daily affirmations I put out for every morning. Those are all recorded. I'm getting ready to go in and load them up on YouTube so that they will drop at midnight for each day. And as well as several other things. I'll be on tomorrow night with Mel, the Aloha Shirt Psychic, and Sabrina, Tree of Life Inner Guidance, for episode 51 of Draining the Swamp, which is political snark and is a lot of fun. So feel free to join us over on my channel for that. And we'll just take it one day at a time, and you'll figure out what makes you happy. And when you do, that's a feeling unlike any other you may have ever had. There's nothing like finally figuring out what makes you happy and how do I deal with it. All right. Y'all have a great week. We'll talk again soon. I'm sure I'll see or hear from you tomorrow. You'll have several opportunities to see and hear from me. So, y'all have a great day. Don't let it get you down. Things will work out. Take it one step at a time. All right. Bye for now.